This is number 5 in my pond management weed and algicide spraying video series. Basically, I'm finished with what I'm spraying today. Probably had 3 to 5 gallons left in the tank, and right now it's filling back up. I'm going to go spray that again. We've got a little corner in one pond that I actually just got to go spray right good 5 gallons or so, maybe 10 gallons. I made it around 1/5 strength, but it's still going to work for what I got to do. The wind kicked up today, and I used up all my aquatic herbicide before I got to my smaller pond, but I had another gallon of algicide left, so we sprayed the ring around the outside of that pond before it gets carried away and is on top of the weeds that I couldn't spray. But we might shoot a fishing video Saturday or Sunday afternoon, and those weeds are, the fish like those. The other thing about that particular weed is that come around July, so here in a month, that weed falls back down in on itself. It doesn't die, but it only sticks straight up like it is right now in the early spring and the beginning part of the summer. It will fall down, and you won't see it, but it'll kind of take care of itself in that little pond. I'm not going to worry about it. It will need a different herbicide treatment in the fall, so it'll kind of get itself taken care of. But it never comes back in the next spring as strong without killing it the year before, so it's not a big deal. Another thing, since I've got it helps me clean the tank out, this diluted solution that I'm mixing up right now. The rest of it that I don't spray, I'm taking it to a friend's retention pond that they get a little bit of algae, and what's in there will be just enough to keep that under control. It's about a 1/4 acre surface area square retention pond. It's behind their office building. They're construction contractors, and makes the mother and the secretary that runs the whole place. The mother is the secretary and office manager, everything. Makes her happier to see that be a little bit cleaner, and I throw a little bit of pond dye in, which I'll probably get to maybe this weekend. But what can happen, this copper sulfate, you do have to rinse this tank out. So what I'm going to do when this fills up, I'm going to go spray it out of the hand sprayer. Then I'm going to fill the entire tank up again and just drain it out here on I've got a big gravel yard behind me. And then down here underneath the tank where the sump comes out, there is a screen. I've got a valve, I can shut it off too, but I will drain it out of the drain, which is here behind the hose, and I will take that screen out and I'll let it drain out the sump too. It drains faster that way. But that screen, I will take that out and clean that off, rinse it off really good, wash it off with some Dawn soap, because that copper sulfate can clog up the screen and you can't spray anything. And so take care of your screens. When I spray something out of the boom, I will take I only have 3 nozzles, and it depends on the order. I try and spray the weakest thing out of the boom first every month to the strongest, and then I clean everything up, and then I give the tank. I have a rinsing solution that I go through a little process of cleaning that out. Also, one note you can see to my left, right behind the hose, is the blue PTO pump. That is a cast iron pump. Those are not, it's a high pro pump, 6-roller pump. They are not suitable for glyphosate, but I'm going to go spray about 100 gallons next week. I mentioned it earlier. If you take really good care of rinsing that out, and they last about a year. I spray a couple thousand gallons out of this tank a year. but I do need to buy one of the Silver Series ones. Those last about 4 years, but they're around $400 plus the coupler. And that blue one, the cast pumps are, even the other brands are around $100. So anyway, I'm going to shut up my hose and go finish up what I'm spraying and then rinse this tank out. And we will talk to you later. I'm going to talk a little bit about cost of spraying this versus hiring someone, and get you a little closer on the differences of those and why I spray it myself, and show you how I dye my ponds. And that's an interesting issue with that product. But anyways, I'm gonna run. Talk to you guys later.